Hello, my friends. This is the podcast that brings the wealth of knowledge, expertise, and fun of Twins Smoke Shop, New England's premier smoke shop, right to you, wherever you are, whenever you want it. And that's not just blowing smoke. You can find us at our website, notjustblowingsmoke.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Cool breeze in my head, bittersweet smoke flying through the air. It's the way I feel, smoking on a fat cigar.
All right, everybody. That was Jeff Pitchell's Fat Cigar you were listening to, and that means it's time for Not Just Blowing Smoke. Back after a 1 week hiatus for our
Opus
event.
That was crazy,
event
man.
For the Cigar Family Charity Foundation.
Yes.
Which went on well past 9 o'clock.
Yes.
But what a great event that was and everything. We're coming at you live from Twin Smoke Shop Studio headquarters in Londonderry, New Hampshire. Make sure you subscribe to us, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or listening after the fact on Podbean, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Google, or wherever else you found the podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't ever miss a thing.
Please.
I am Pastor Padron. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Nick and Dave.
Yo.
And tonight we are doing anniversary blends.
Yes.
And the original thought for that came from what I really wanted to do tonight, which was the Perdomo 30th anniversary.
Which we are smoking.
We're smoking the Maduro in the Robusto format.
Yes.
That cigar. This
Because
cigar
Maduro or
features 15-year-old aged tobacco. The wrapper's been aged in bourbon barrels for 14 months for the Maduro, I believe.
Yes.
And only 75 stores currently in the country have these.
We are the lucky
And
few.
they will get more accounts will be added as they're able to keep up with production. But they didn't want the stores who were carrying it to run out of it and then have to wait forever to get more. So it was limited to 75 stores. Twins is glad to be one of those 75 shops. And so you can get the Sun-Grown Connecticut and the Maduro at either location at Twins Smoke Shop right now. It is a Nicaraguan Puro wrapper binder filler, 5x54, soft box press. And we are pairing with it something that we just kind of came up with on the fly with one of our new bartenders, Levi. And he's
a cowboy.
Got the cigar. He knew we were smoking it tonight. So he got the cigar downstairs, took it, and gave it some cold draw smells and puffs and said, let's do the Basil Hayden Dark Rye.
Nice.
Gave me a little sip of that. And I was like, yes.
You were hooked.
That's what
it.
we're doing. That's what we're doing.
That's it. And
So there's
first
the pairing
thoughts
for tonight.
with a fat cube.
Yeah, so let's talk about first thoughts of the cigar and then talk about the Basil Hayden a little bit and then about the pairing.
yeah. Well, one, talking about the cigar. One, I am so happy. It'd probably be, 10, 15 years now that he put all the new bands all nice and shiny. I mean, the old bands were just plain. Like, they were eye-catchy, but they get lost in the shuffle. These, I mean, if you look at it in our walk-in, I mean, it is a wall of gold. It is huge. And, I mean, the way that they merchandised, all their stuff and everything in there is just absolutely amazing. The band on this one is just so beautiful, man. I'm so happy they changed their bands. It's awesome. I know it was like 15 years ago, but damn, I'm so happy. But about the cigar, it's damn good. I mean, I love smoking Perdomo. I mean, their Maduros are my favorite to smoke. And probably some of their Connecticut's too. The 12-year vintage Connecticut is amazing.
That's a fantastic.
It has an
cigar.
unbelievable complexity to it. But this one, I mean, when we first brought it in, I had the Churchill because I really wanted to kind of lay into it for 2 hours, and I did, and it was great. Talking to Pat, working with him on Sundays, we were going back and forth about it when it came in, and he's like, I had every size, but the Robusto is the best. And I was like, yeah, that's what he said, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I think the Toro, the Churchill might be the best. I'm like, it kind of, for me, you still get this wonderful, the wonderful taste that you get from it, but it kind of lingers around a little bit longer, and that's why I kind of like. But with this one, you get to that sweet point real quick, and for me, I mean, now it is the best size in my opinion.
Robusto
The Robusto Maduro is the best size.
is the burst size.
Is the burst size.
Dave, what are you thinking of the 30th?
Well, the cold draw, you get like this dark hay, and it's pretty cool.
Dark what?
Hay.
Oh, I thought
Hanky?
yeah, that's what I thought he said. Dark hanky.
Dark
I'm like,
hay. Yeah, a little hanky.
a little hanky.
Little dark
Oh,
hanky,
dark
like the
hanky.
ones that have
Yeah.
been used,
Yep.
in my stock
hanky.
drawer.
Yep. It's just there, age 15
So
years.
dark what? Hay?
Hay. Yeah,
Hay.
like a
Yeah.
danky hay.
A danky hay.
And
Yeah.
then you get like this burst of like, coffee and cocoa.
Oh, yeah. Dark chocolate in there,
Dark
man.
kind
Oh,
of unsweetened chocolate.
And it's
Yeah.
it's so good.
I love it. One of my favorite things about smoke, and that makes me love a blend, whether it's pipe or whether it's cigar, is when it's creamy. And this is creamy, and I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
And it's a
creamy
lot.
and
You get a lot of smoke when you're smoking it too. Mouthful of smoke.
It's so good. When I was reading about it today, I was like, 15 years age tobacco.
Oh yeah.
And, of course, they bourbon barrel age like freaking everything they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because,
The wrappers. Yep.
because they're awesome.
Now, when they do bourbon barrel age, like, what's the process there? Do you know the process? Like, do they just kind of lay it in there?
The
Or what do they
wrapper
do?
leaves are laid down in there, flat like you would like in a pilon or whatever.
Okay.
And it just stay in there, and it's not so much you don't taste bourbon, when you put a leaf in a bourbon barrel. They're charred, and so you're getting the wood, and you're getting the free radicals in the char and in the wood
Yeah.
interact with the tobacco and smooth it out.
Science.
And it picks up some of that oak, and some of the the bourbon that's there changes the way the wood smells, and that gets soaked into the cigar. But I smoke this, and I don't feel like this is not. There's no hint like this is infused. Like
No.
when we just did this today, we made
Creamy and smooth.
we made some dog walker samplers.
Yes.
And we have our own Old Forester,
And Jack Daniels.
and Jack Daniels, and when those single barrel bottles are empty, we'll drop 6 dog walkers in them and let them sit for a few weeks, a few months, and
A year.
they pick up the whiskey that's
They
in
absorb
there.
that whiskey
And
that's in there.
It gives the cigars kind of almost like a berry kind of a,
Especially the
taste,
Factory
right?
57.
especially
Oh,
the
yeah.
Factory 57.
It turns into
That
a big
is
blueberry.
not what happens with this.
No.
Right? None of that flavor. So you're really just allowing the free radicals in the wood to interact with the tobacco, and it smooths out the tastes of the wrapper.
Yeah, I mean, it did. I mean, on top of the 15-year-old tobacco. Levi, my man, hell of a drink. Without a doubt,
Great
brother.
pairing.
Great pairing, brother.
pairing.
Thank you. But with doing that, I mean, the cigar is super smooth. It's so rich.
Yeah.
It is just, oh my God.
I still remember,
So good.
with the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
I was smoking cigars with my daughter Maggie, who turned 21
Yeah.
over the summer, She was visiting from Ohio, where she's living right now, and I told her what to expect. That it was, a sweeter cigar. There was these, chocolate notes, coffee notes, and I gave her the because this cigar wasn't out yet. Gave her 20th Maduro, and she was like, I taste coffee, but I don't really taste the chocolate. My younger daughter, Ray, who is nowhere near 21, took the cigar out of her hand, took 3 drags on the cigar, blew the smoke out of her mouth and said, I think you're expecting like a milk chocolate. This is more like a dark chocolate.
It is.
And I was like looking at her going, my gosh, you're exactly right. And you still get that same kind of unsweetened dark chocolate note off of this cigar. Now, and this brings up an interesting thing too. What is the difference to you between this and the 20th anniversary?
I think for me, the 20th anniversary, you get a little bit more, earth.
Mm-hmm.
And with the espresso, with this, it's just rich, dark chocolate, espresso. You don't get, the earth in this is very, very minor.
Mm-hmm.
It's more refined. It's richer. There's more, for me,
It's creamier.
Yeah, it's creamier.
Do you think it's creamier than the 20th?
No.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think personally the only thing that can probably come close is 12-year vintage.
Yeah.
But the 12-year...
look-wise, it looks almost exactly the same.
True. But taste-wise,
Mm-hmm.
the 12-year vintage, I think, is a little bit more complex than this is.
This is really?
I
Than
think
the
so.
30th?
Yes. I think this... And I love this cigar. I think the 12-year vintage is more complex. There's some more things going on there. There's like several different things going on there. This one is a few things, but it's more... I mean...
What are the few things you think are going on?
Like, for me, it's the richness, the dark chocolate, and the espresso.
Yeah,
And
I would
that's it.
totally agree with that.
And that's it. With the 12-year, you get some black cherry in there. You get some earth. You get some cedar spice in there. You get some really oaky wood in there. Oaky, even some black cherry in there. And then, of course, when you drink it with something, it's going to change that flavor a little bit. But the complexities on that cigar is really, really interesting. This one doesn't really give me a whole lot of complexity. It just gives me that straight flavor every time I puff on the cigar. And it is just, it's a pleasure.
It's great, and it's really well,
Absolutely.
really well balanced.
Yeah,
I'm thinking off before you start. I think maybe a great show to do sometime in the future would be to smoke the 10th, the 20th, and the 30th.
Oh, yeah.
And side by side, talk about what are the things that make each of those cigars different. What makes each of them great.
Yeah,
And-
with special guest Nick Perdomo.
That would be even better.
Or Roy.
Or Roy.
Well, Roy would be awesome, but Nick would be amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, we're going to be having a Perdomo event probably in the near future, I'm assuming, sometime next year, if we can get through this holiday season alive.
Yeah, we'll get through it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd love to, definitely, if we know, in fact, a couple weeks ahead, schedule that with Nick and be like, hey, would love to have you on the podcast.
He'd love to sit and smoke.
Yeah,
all
and
three of those.
do that and have the 3 cigars and do the 10th anniversary and the 20th and the 30th and just we'll all do Robustos and we'll just kind of not fly through it, but we'll do our thing, and that'd be awesome doing that.
And, something about Perdomos that I know it's one of their hallmarks, but it is one of the things I'm really impressed with. Have you ever had a bad draw on a Perdomo?
No, never.
Never.
I've had
Never.
I dare you to have a part.
I've had busted cigars. So say like, we get that anomaly where, one of the cigars is split or something happens.
And that can happen. That there's a whole slew of reasons why that
whether
may
it
happen.
whether it be
And
shipping or whatever.
It may not have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
But I've never had a problem with a draw.
No.
And they're one of the few companies out there that literally draw tests every single cigar. And so if you're ever going into a smoke shop and you're seeing a bunch of stuff that you don't recognize, pick up a Perdomo because you know
I mean,
you're
it's
going to get a
consistent.
cigar that is going to draw, that's going to light, because they put the time and effort to check
Yeah.
every single cigar.
Yeah.
Not samples of each, round that comes out, but every single cigar.
Every single one. And like the story I was saying is that I had this 10th anniversary champagne, and I mean the top was like the whole top of the caps, the wrapper was coming off, and I was like, man, this thing is not gonna smoke. This thing is gonna be hell. I'm gonna have a terrible experience with it. And I mean, having it that damaged didn't affect the smoke. It didn't affect the performance of the cigar. Nothing. And I was utterly impressed. And I'm always impressed by Nick and his gang and everybody that works for him and the way they make the cigars and everything. I mean, I was taken back, and I was like, man, I'm sorry, dude. I got a whole new level of respect for those guys because, I mean, it's just, I smoked the thing all the way past the band, and it did not care. It said, yeah, I'm still going to work. We're still going to smoke. Let's get it. And I was very impressed. I loved it.
Yeah, the
But-
only other brand I feel like I've seen that kind of construction and taste quality, no matter what condition it's in, has been Plasencia.
I mean, Plasencia's up there. I mean, you can't forget Mr. Pete Johnson with Tatuaje. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had a bad Tatuaje. I mean, I've smoked everything across his line. I mean, even the Leteliers, man. Those things are
times.
just, damn.
But yeah, the pairing just leaves this sweet, like, deep fruit flavor on my palate.
Yeah,
Doesn't the rye go well with this?
It does.
surprisingly.
It does really
rye's, one of those things that, is never on the front lines of my choice for a pairing. But as soon as I got a little taste of this, I was like, this is really going to complement the cigar in an amazing way. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, that deep. Can't
A
get
little bit of caramel, too.
a little bit,
A little bit of
a
caramel.
little bit, but there's like a dark, burnt graininess to
Yeah,
the finish.
A little bit, look at in a
And
smack ring.
It
of
earned
cherry.
the name Dark Rye.
Yeah, it's like a
I
really
like that.
like overcooked oats or something, maybe, and that goes very well with the cigar. Like right on point, man. That is just beautiful.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at Twins. We've got a busy December
Oh yeah,
after a busy November.
right after a busy October.
Right after a busy October and an amazingly busy August.
Yeah, September
we
was
just-
pretty busy too.
I'm pretty
We
sure
don't
the whole
stop
year
till-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God. I mean,
There
since
was
they came back in March, it was, pedal to the metal.
Oh my
It was like an
gosh, yeah.
event almost every
people
week.
they want us to slow down and everything, and I'm like, oh come on, get with it.
Yeah,
Just
we're
deal
burning
with
out
it.
our customers and the
It's-
staff at the
it's
same time.
amazing. It's amazing what we're doing. All the principals we've had here in the last year. It's been great.
I mean, we've been balls to the wall this year.
But this Saturday, December 9th from 12 to 4, we're having our annual 7 Christmas event with Kaz Walters, who's the assistant director
Walla.
over at Laudisi Enterprises.
Yep.
And we've got almost 100 7 pipes that, are not normally on our shelves available, including several of the Bing's favorite Christmas pipes.
The pipe is
Which is a
beautiful.
very limited run. We have several of those that are going to be in the show.
I hope
We have 6 autographs that came in the
Yes.
show, including a 0-rated autograph
Oh,
that looks like it should be right out of The Last of Us.
that or,
It-
I mean,
it's like
should be
It's either
maybe
like
a sci-fi
It's either like a
something.
mushroom thing, or it kind of looks like
like a sombrero.
if you were smoking out of Gandalf's cap.
Yes. Yep. That would be it.
It would be it, right?
And it's like
It is-
$1,000 pipe.
It's a $1,400 pipe. It's rated 0. It's the honestly.
You want to explain the zero to the non-pipe
In my
people?
20-something years of dealing with Savinelli, this is the most unique shaped pipe I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's definitely unique.
Yeah, and so to Dave's point, the whole rating system, autographs are pipes that are made by their best artisans, and they're kind of given a block of briar that's a really high quality, and said, just do whatever you feel like doing. Express yourself. Bring out what the briar's saying to you. And so they do. So autographs are one-offs. They're unique. You can't reorder the same thing. It's a one-and-done thing. It's like having an artisan make a pipe for you, and whatever they do, it's your pipe. That's it. So a lot of, the vast majority of Savinelli shapes are things that you can reorder. And if you reorder like a smooth Bing's favorite, the grain will be different because every piece of briar is different, but it's basically going to look the same, basically going to feel the same.
Yeah.
It's basically going to smoke the same. Autographs are different, and that the shapes are unique. They're not set sizes. They're done completely by one artist who's doing the carving. And autographs are all, valuable because of that, but they have a rating system that goes with them. It starts with a 4. Why it doesn't start with 1, I don't know. It's the Italians. Well, what can I say?
Hey.
It starts with 4. So you have a regular autograph that doesn't have a number on it. That's the lowest tier autograph there is. If it has a 4, you're at the next level up. And then there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, 00, and 000. If you have a 000 autograph, you are spending at least $2,500 to $3,000 for that pipe.
Oh.
Okay. So a 0 autograph is extremely rare. Not only does the pipe have to end up being made by the artist, like flawless, like technically speaking, but the grain has to be amazing.
Oh, God.
And that's not something you can predict. It's not something you can plan for. It's just it's something that, that just ended up being how it came out.
My goodness.
So we have 2 8s and a 0 that came with this. We also have a couple of 8s and a 6 that we have in the shop already.
Yep.
We're going to put those out on the show, of course, as well. But huge selection of Savinelli pipes. We're going to have 2 different kinds of Savinelli tobacco, the Brunello and Brunello Flake and Doblone d'Oro, which we have not yet carried in the shop before, so they're new to us. And those are both tobaccos that, have
Any
this,
Christmas pipes?
Oh, yes.
Yes, there
Any
are a
ones with
number of Christmas
blue
pipes.
and silver?
There's a number of
blue
Christmas
stems.
pipes. There will be 8 of those, and
I want a blue.
in
silver
addition to
stem.
those, there are 5 of the Bing's favorite version, which is a very, very limited thing that wasn't included in the original series. And we're doing along with the event, we're doing a Scotch tasting.
Oh, that's
and-
horrible.
Talia, who represents
Talia.
Glenlivet, is not able to be with us.
Aww. Boo.
But she did leave me a bottle of the Glenlivet 15-year cognac cask.
Yes. That's actually
Oh,
really
that's
good.
also
And-
horrible.
Tyler, our bar manager, is also bringing me another couple bottles of different scotches that he has at the house. And so, we're doing there'll be 3 different scotches that you can pair with both of those Savinelli tobaccos for $25.
Nice.
$25. 3 scotches, 2 tobaccos. You can make your pairings with those. And if you decide to buy a pipe at the show and you do the scotch pairing, you can take that $25 and put it towards the purchase of the pipe, which is amazing. And we're also going to be doing an ugly sweater contest.
Nice.
So we're encouraging everybody to come in their best ugly sweater or the worst, depending on how you look at it. And there's going to be different prizes for ugly sweaters.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep. And then the following Friday, Friday the 15th, our last official event of the year
Yes.
is Ashton.
Oh, yeah.
And Ashton is going to be doing what they're calling a Christmas party here at the shop. And it's December 15th, Friday, December 15th, from 5 to 9 p.m. And the Ashton rep, Joe Gonzalez, is going to be up here at the bar where we are. And he is going to be making a coquito cocktail, which is a rum and eggnog, basically.
More or less.
It's more or less kind of cocktail. And offering a 3-pack of Ashton cigars.
Yep.
So you get the 3-pack of Ashton cigars and the cocktail for $30.
I
Three
mean,
cigars and the cocktail for $30.
the 3 cigars are going to run you about $45. Because
Right.
one of them is going to be Elegancia from San Cristobal.
Yep.
So it's San Cristobal Elegancia. That right there, the Toro that we're going to be including in the pack is like $12, guys. So that, and then the other 2 cigars, which is going to be obviously unnamed at this moment in time.
Yep.
But, I mean, anything Ashton is not going to be under $10. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be at the $45 mark. So, I mean, buying into it, I mean, plus you're getting a drink, 3 cigars, that's like $50 right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're saving
easy.
$20, Buzz.
Easy. And then they're kind of they've seen how well my scotch or bourbon or whiskey pairing has done down at the pipe
Yes.
pipe events,
Very successful.
and they've copied that for this event. So if you come up here and you're going to get a
Copy-paste.
whole educational talk about the cigars, how they're made, and it's the Elegancia that's in the pack that is specifically being paired with a coquito.
Yes.
And you're going to get all that information up here. And then if you go downstairs
Yeah, baby.
and you buy any box of Ashton cigars, so that could be Ashton, that could be San Cristobal,
La Aroma de
that could
Cuba.
be La Roma de Cuba.
Yeah, baby.
If you buy a box or you make a mix and match of 20 or more cigars of your own choosing, you'll get $30 off.
Very nice.
In other words, those 3 cigars and the drink would be free.
Basically. Yeah.
Or you get the drink and you get $30 off a box. I don't really care how you look at it. Either way you look at it, it's a fantastic deal.
100%.
And they are also doing an ugly sweater contest.
Yes, they are. Yes.
But I can actually say they came up with that idea after my idea to do the sweater.
Yeah.
They actually, it was funny. They're sitting around thinking about talk with Joe about what to do for the, for something special to kind of spice it up. And somebody came up with the idea of ugly sweater. And then they looked up at the TV and
And
there
the
was
ugly
my
sweater.
ugly sweater thing for the Savin Ellie event. And they're like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my God. So, but you can't. This is the only time of year you can wear those.
True.
This is really the only time of year you can wear those.
I mean, you
ugly-
can wear
those
them at
ugly
any
sweaters.
time of the day, but I mean, the winter time is probably, November, December, January is probably
Well,
where
they're basically Christmas type of ugly sweaters.
Yeah.
Are basically Christmas.
I'm gonna get an ugly shirt and just wear it all
It's
year
funny,
long.
I ordered an ugly Christmas sweater so that I would have one for both these events, and it comes with a 30-day return policy, so I might be able to wear it for both events and then send it back.
Yeah.
But
Why does this smell like smoke?
but as I'm
I don't know.
as I'm looking,
Within a fire.
as I'm looking for the different things that you can do, one of the things that was out there was a T-shirt
Yeah.
that said, "Due to inflation, this is all I could afford for an ugly sweater for this year." I almost did it, but I did not. I sprung for the sweater.
There you go. It's almost like that.
You gotta
printed
you
tuxedo
gotta
shirt.
you gotta represent. You gotta represent. You know.
I got myself a Christmas sweater or a Christmas shirt.
Christmas sweater shirt.
So on the back, it has. I'll have to send you the picture. Let me see if I can send you the picture, and then you can put it up. You see here. Do-do-do-do.
So that's what's going on at Twins for the month of December. Now, on December 24th, Christmas Eve. Well, Nick's looking this up.
Yes.
Christmas Eve this year falls on a Sunday. Regularly,
Joy.
the retail closes at 6 on Sunday anyway. So that's when the retail stores are closing at 6 o'clock. Because on Christmas Eve we always close at 6. We happen to be closing at 6, so nothing changes. The
Joy.
bar, however,
Dave, how do I send this to you so you can put it on the show?
Email.
Hold on. I think I still have it here.
email it to DW.
No, you don't have to announce it to the internet.
If you want to email
What is
Dave,
it? Here, hold on.
here's his email.
Email Dave everything.
The bar on December 24th is going to close at 6 o'clock. So Sunday the 24th, make sure you have all your Christmas
Why is it
shopping
not?
for cigars done with us and that you have enjoyed all of your drinks by 6 o'clock, because after 6 o'clock, we're closed.
It's not letting me
And
type.
then we're going to be closed for Christmas on December 25th. On December 26th, that Tuesday, will be open regular hours. The retail will open at 9. The bar will open at noon. We'll be open 9 to 9 like we are any other normal day of the week. And the bar will be open from noon till 11 o'clock p.m. that night. So that's what's going on this month for Twins.
Make sure you get your cigars.
What are some of your favorite cigars so far this year?
This one definitely.
Make sure you put a subject, even if it's like something stupid, because it'll fail. It may be like 1 or 2 words, like "hey," something like that.
Sent. Check it. This one for sure. I mean, it would have to be this one. The Matapa.
Maha-pa-ha-pa-la-pa.
And
The Matapa and the Claro and Maduro. Both.
Tapa Maduro. Toro. That thing is a pepper bomb.
Yes, it is.
It is amazing. And then I have my last but not least. It's the 2003 Cajuno by Tatuaje. That cigar is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's a great cigar.
I love that thing.
Yep,
It is
that's
beautiful.
fantastic. My top 3 right now are also the Matapa Maduro, the Toro, again for the same reasons you just said. It's a pepper bomb. I love that about a cigar, but the blend on that is amazing.
Yes, Nick Melillo pulls it off again.
Yeah,
I mean, that guy is a damn genius.
His cigar that came out last year, the excuse me, the Olmec Claro.
Olmec Claro.
That was my pick and was our choice for best new blend.
Yeah.
Last year.
Whenever you want me to show it.
And
Show the shirt real quick. This is the shirt that I got. Tyler was gonna buy it for me, but I beat him to the punch. And it's Big Nick Energy, and it has that guy on it that everybody knows from the meme.
Unfreaking believable.
It's amazing shirt. I love that shirt. I'm gonna wear it again. I'll
Have
probably
you
wear
seen
it.
Elf on the Shelf? But have you seen
Big Nick Energy.
Big?
Available in stores everywhere starting next Tuesday.
That's right. That's right. All right, you can take it off.
The Mi Querida Papasaka. Mi Querida Black Papasaka. That was one
that's
of my
a good
favorite
one.
new cigars.
Yep.
And this isn't like a regular thing, but I mean, it
Padron?
is. No, the Rocky Patel Twins 25th anniversary cigar.
Yeah.
To me,
It's out there.
that's just an amazing, awesome smooth, creamy, chocolatey, medium-bodied cigar.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fantastic.
And
That's
it
a good
changes
one.
up like 2 or 3 times while you're
Yeah.
smoking.
It is very
It's a
complex.
very
Great,
complex smoke.
great
It's very
cigar.
complex.
And the only the only thing against that cigar is that it's the Twins' 25th anniversary. It's just like
It's
when
a
they're
limited
gone,
run. Yeah,
when they're gone, they're gone,
gone.
and the only place you can get it is here.
It's
but
here, yeah.
it's a fantastic cigar.
How about a little? I think it's the one of the unsung heroes of the walk-in is Aladino Sumatra.
That's a really, really good. We
It
did
is
that last
really,
week. I really
it is
enjoyed
really
it.
good smoke.
Yeah.
You
That's
could literally
really,
say Aladino anything, and that would
True.
Well, I
It's
thought
not wrong.
about putting the Aladino Candela on my list.
Yeah, I mean that is
You know,
great.
for a Candela cigar.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
amazing.
for sure. I mean that is great. I mean, but for me,
if we're
this
talking Fidelas, then I'm talking the Fomorians.
yeah,
They're
Fomorian's
both
good.
they're both good, but they're totally different animals. To
I
me.
mean the saber tooth that came out that was got to be one of the best cigars Roma Crafts has came out with. That was so damn good. Man, what other
I love the Volstead.
Volstead?
too.
Yep, that's a great cigar. Wow, what other cigars that came out? I mean, this year for
The
companies.
Red Meat Lovers.
Yeah,
Oh, the beef stick is
beef stick is the
the
best.
best.
We're going to be smoking that next
Smoking
week
it.
with Yvonne right here on the show.
That beef
Yep.
stick is just so damn good.
We went through
beef
a box in a day.
Well,
we just-
we went through our whole stock in a week.
You know, It was
I
a
mean,
day.
we-
As soon as
we had
this is
6,
the
7
second
boxes.
time we've had it. The second time we've had it. You know, Jay brought in a brand new box this
Oh
past
my
week,
god.
and it was gone in a day.
Yeah.
It was just boom.
I
As
mean,
soon as
it's-
people knew we had it,
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah. for
Great,
sure.
great cigar. Steve Saka and Nick Melillo, who coincidentally both worked at
yeah,
You know,
they
George State at the
incepted the
same
number
time.
9.
they keep just pace with each other as far as
They
I'm
keep
concerned.
pumping out great cigars, man.
Oh my goodness!
And
yeah.
the Senager?
Oh, the Senator.
The
That's what I was
Senator.
just gonna
Senager,
say.
man, that is.
Senator.
I mean, it's been out for what, a year now.
Yeah, this
But
is
I-
its sophomore release.
This
year.
is, I mean, but that is the best cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, you're going to be paying $30 for the thing,
It's
but-
worth it.
but yeah.
Oh, my
I mean,
gosh.
I don't say that. I don't say that all the time because there's a lot of cigars in there, $30-$40. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
they're good cigars at that price. But man, the Senager, if you're at the $30 range and you don't care about the money and you just want a really good cigar, the Senager is blow your socks off with your shoes still
and
on, baby.
extremely limited. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they only make so many. They only make a couple hundred boxes.
Yep.
So when you think about all the, if a shop gets 3 or 4 boxes of that,
Yeah.
that's a good selection because there's only 200 boxes to go around to everybody in the United States.
Yeah.
So you spread the love, and that's the more than you can hope for is that many boxes.
Oh yeah.
But great stuff. Dave, what about you? What are some of your favorites this year so far? We got to be thinking like this because we're going to have our Cigar of the Year episode in a few weeks.
Cigar of the year, man. I can't even
all
think of that.
all of the Twins 25ths, all of those were absolutely amazing. I love both of the new Christophs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
Trey
Tres
Compadre and
Compadre was
the Nicaraguan.
mild but freaking very interesting. Changes it up a couple times. The other one was I liked a little bit more, just because I'm more of a full body type guy. And that was absolutely amazing.
They were very, very good, yes.
Yep. The thing I'm happy I can talk about now is because it's out. Is when the last time Glenn was here, he was me and him were drinking out back on the deck, and he was like, "I'm going to show you something that I haven't shown anyone." And he started showing me all the pre stuff for the Tres Compadres.
Oh,
And
nice.
I was just like, wow, this is so cool. And I honestly thought that he was just like saying that to me, 'cause
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
five shades still win, But then when I asked, I went off the curtain. I'm like, did you hear about blah, blah, blah? And he was like, what's that? And I was like, wow, he really did just tell me. It's just like, wow, that's
Glenn's
cool.
an awesome
So I
guy.
shut up and I didn't say anything to anybody. It was just like, this is cool. But I got to see the labels and like, all this and the blend and everything
Yeah.
like that before it was even like in the whole backstory before it was
Yeah.
even announced to anybody. And I was like, wow, that is the coolest thing that he took the time to share that with me. So
Glenn's a great guy.
yeah,
he is.
so that was really cool.
Yep. Yep.
I felt like Mark Hamill not being able to talk about
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
So what's our final thoughts here on the Perdomo thing?
Man, is there any
I
final
don't.
thoughts on this?
I don't
thing?
want a final thought. I just
I
want to
mean,
keep
we just
smoking.
keep going. We don't have to do the pipe tobacco.
Oh, we gotta do
Yeah,
the
We
pipe
can just
thing.
keep
right?
smoking this.
Poor
man.
Pastor Padron's not going to stay up till 11 o'clock, to do the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
But it stayed the same all the way down. This is, if anything, it's gotten a little bit sweeter.
Yeah,
It's gotten sweeter, and I feel like the cocoa is really amped up a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
But the pairing is just. I haven't
The
even
pairing
thought
is
about it
perfect.
just because it's just so well. It goes so well
Yeah,
together. You
it's
know what I
just-
mean?
yeah,
It's like a
it's-
perfect
it's
complementary
good.
pairing. The drink tastes great. The cigar tastes great.
Yep.
And it's just great.
Levi, for a new guy, I mean,
Levi, the new guy.
Levi, the new guy, fucking, he fits in really, really well here, man.
Yep.
He's coming down, smoking cigars. He's getting right into the groove, and he's gonna be a real good fit here, man. I'll tell you that.
so.
Come down,
So.
come see Levi, so we can mix you up a drink and a smoke.
Great.
Well, I guess we can go to the tobacco now.
Okay. So for the tobacco, we are smoking this, which is what's in this.
Which
The
is in
fourth-
this.
Which is in this.
Generation Jubileum Flake, which
Jubileum.
was Erik Stokkebye's 10th anniversary small batch blend for fourth generation Tobacconist, the company that he started. And
Was it he started that, or
He
his
started
father started that?
he started
That
it.
was his own thing.
He started it. And let me read you what it says from the website, the description of the package. Jubilaeums Flake is a limited small batch blend of matured Virginias pressed into delicate golden tinged chestnut flakes. The mellow blend of flue-cured tobaccos delivers a smooth, slightly sweet smoke highlighted by notes of grass, hay, and citrus. This blend is a delight for the Virginia enthusiast. Celebrating the 10th anniversary of Erik Stokkebye's fourth generation brand, Jubileums Flake is dedicated to Eric Paul, Stokkebye's grandfather, and his creativity and craftsmanship in the art of tobacco blending. Jubileums Flake is packaged in 100-gram, aka 3.5 ounce, collectible humidor-style boxes, each with the artwork depicting the entrance to Eric Paul Stokkebye's tobacco factory in Odense, Denmark, around 1948. And that's a picture of it right there.
Yep.
And it is, Virginia, and there's a little bit of honey and a little bit of licorice on top of this.
Like black licorice or red
Although,
licorice?
It doesn't say. It just says licorice.
If they just say licorice, then it's black by default.
But it's a great flake cut. I don't taste a whole lot of licorice at all.
No, and I'm happy about that.
In the blend.
Now that you
And,
said licorice, I taste it. Plant that seed, Danny.
Inception.
But this came out this came out in 2022, April 2022. So it's about a year and a half old at this point, and
Damn.
you can't really find this many places.
Only
But
at
we're
Twins.
really great friends with Erik Stokkebye, so we had a healthy supply of this, and I still have 4 or 5 of these
What's
left.
the retail on that?
The retail on this, I will let you know, is $65. Now that's
That's
like
the
that's a
expensive stuff.
double sized tin.
How many
and
grams?
100 grams.
It's not bad.
100 grams, and comes in a nice dress box. And again, you're getting nice big flakes inside there, and We just opened this box up after it's been sitting on the shelf for a year and a half, and it's still really good. Easy to light, not really wet, not at all dry by any stretch of the means. And what do you guys think right off?
Definitely getting those hay notes and citrus.
Yeah.
And of course,
Spice?
we're still getting that, that spice, and we're also getting that, a little bit of dried fruit there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. The sweetness and the spice has got me. It's got me hooked. I mean, I love that spice right on the palate, and right after it's got that nice deep sweetness in there. Oh, don't really get the hay though. I don't get any of that grassy notes or anything. Maybe
I do.
maybe down the bowl a little bit, but yeah, that's sweetness, man.
I get the hay while I'm bringing the smoke into my mouth. After that, it's just like spice and fruit.
Very nice. Easy to smoke. Lots of smoke.
All right, yeah, there it is. Yep, get a little hay. Yep,
That grassy hay is when
yeah.
you pull it. And,
Yep.
and then it's like the spice and the fruit.
Yep, the spice is actually calming down a little bit now. You get more of that intricacies of the hay and the sweetness there. That's very
I'm
nice.
feeling that. I'm feeling the hay picking up a
Yep.
little.
Yeah.
The more I'm heating this bowl up.
Very good.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Now, I'm interested to know if
Yes.
the Basil Hayden's Dark Rye goes as well with this as it does with the
I think it
Perdomo.
does.
I'm thinking it will be a good pairing.
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical here. Let's see. Oh. I don't know if I like that. That's interesting. I don't know if I like that. It's very Guinness-ish.
Guinness-ish?
Yeah, like very grainy. No? Maybe mine's just watered down now. I got that a huge ice cube in there. It's,
No, that was the only bummer part about that.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we got the drinks a little bit early tonight, but that's all right.
Kind of watered it down a little
I mean,
bit.
tobacco by itself, very Virginia, of course that's what this is Virginia, but, and what I mean by that is those typical Virginia kind of flavors, a
Yeah.
little citrus, a little hay, that dried stewed fruit, the sweetness from that, it's all there. I get a lot of the honey, which brings out more of the sweetness in the Virginias. There's the tiniest hint of the licorice in the background, but it's more in the back. When you
It's definitely better if you smoke the glass. Oh, yeah. Because then it brings the spice back up.
It does, but that ice cube, I mean,
Yeah,
is
the ice
really
cube.
the precursor here.
Yep.
I mean, it really kind of dulls down the drink. It's not what I started with the cigar, and I'm getting a really, really flat. I'm really getting a really flat taste. I'm getting really a lot of that grain in there from that drink. Good drink, but I would do it with less ice or no ice. Now it's just kind of really dulled down. The tobacco really good. The drink right now with the ice in it, it's really kind of flattened out for me. Sorry, guys.
Chad
No, I
wants
think-
you to dress up as Santa.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, Chad.
Needless to say, I had the honor of listening to a conversation from people who dress up as Santa. And apparently there's a whole Santa union.
Oh yeah,
And
there's no joke.
they get paid, Dan, $150 an hour.
Looks like
If you're looking to learn a little cheddar on the side there, you might want to look into that, because that's pretty
I don't know
freaking crazy.
how much more side I have.
Not
Ho,
much.
ho, ho.
You're wearing thin. You know, Kurt can. I told Kurt the other
Yeah,
day.
right. He's got that Santa beard.
He's got it. He
He's
trimmed
got-
it though. He trimmed it. I told Kurt he should dress up as Santa
He's good.
and then have
He's got
have
the rosy cheeks and everything.
have the
man.
patrons come up and sit on his lap and ask for
Cigars,
cigars.
Cigars.
Ask
Can
for
I
cigars.
have 724 for Christmas? Oh, ho,
Hey
hey
now.
now.
have
Hey now.
you can have Tyler dress up as an elf.
Or Sean.
Oh, my.
Or Sean. You
Or
got both of
Sean,
them. Yeah. That would be interesting and funny at the same time.
Oh, my goodness. When I was looking for 724, history moments today, I realized that this day in history, nothing really of any great importance happened anywhere in 300 or 400 years.
Is there anything? Damn.
So, I decided we would go back to an old favorite of Would You Rather.
Yes.
Would you rather questions?
We can do that, baby. We can do that.
Okay. So I have a few would you rather questions to talk about tonight. And the first is this. Would you rather shop all day
Shop all
on Black
day.
Friday
Shop all
or
day.
Christmas Eve?
Oh,
You
geez.
have to pick one or the other.
Oh, Christmas Eve. Definitely.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Black Friday is probably a nightmare.
Yeah.
I
So is
remember it.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but
Not
I
as
think,
bloody as Black
I think
Friday.
Black Friday is, yeah, like Dave said, Black Friday is a little bit more. It is elevated to a whole new level. I mean, I remember a long time ago when I used to stay up with my mother and they used to have all the newspapers and all the flyers and everything. And bye, Alex. And I used to stay up past my bedtime and helping them clip out different things and stuff like that. And I remember when it was fun. And I remember standing in line with my wife back when she was my girlfriend. And we used to stand in line at different stores at like 3 o'clock in the morning and camp out. And now it's just like, you don't even want to do that. You don't even get near people. It's just so
it's
aggressive.
cutthroat, you know?
I mean, Christmas Eve, anything past, like if you got some stores that are staying open.
Not to
until-
mention, in Christmas Eve, it's all men.
Mostly, yeah. All the men that forgot presents, forgot to buy presents. So at least it's civilized.
on
Speaking
Christmas
from
Eve.
experience, Dave.
Yeah.
At least it's somewhat civilized and they kind of can be organized and stuff.
I think I would probably do Black Friday
Ugh.
for the reason that
You're
I will
insane.
not have already listened to Christmas music for a month.
Yeah,
That in and of itself,
yeah. I mean,
and the deals are usually better on Black Friday.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't get around that. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I mean, for shopping reasons, I'd probably still do Christmas Eve. I mean, I've been there in the past, and I'd rather do that. I'm not standing in line. I'm not trying to hurry up. I'm not trying to hit somebody else over the head with an
Yeah,
Xbox.
but you got to
to
get
a
out before they all
PS4.
close.
No,
You got to get
that's
home
true.
to wrap everything.
I'd wrap it in
It's
the
all
car,
last-minute
man.
Stuff. You're all like,
I'll wrap it in the car.
I was sure the store would have what I needed for the wife, and they don't. Now I have to drive another
Nope.
4
I'll
hours
just
to
go.
get to the next place. Oh my gosh!
I'll go straight to the ATM and get a couple $100 out of there and just start putting them in.
That gets you in the doghouse.
Put it. No.
You can't give your wife.
Oh no.
I
No,
thought
I'm
I
not
had
doing that.
time to get you what you wanted, honey,
You
but
just
I
throw it in
didn't.
the bag with
So
your
I'm not
here's
doing
$100.
that.
There you
I'm
go.
not doing that for the wife. I did that one year and I got flack for it, so I'm all
say.
set. I learned my lessons.
Flayed.
Oh yes.
I've met your wife. You get flayed
Yes. Oh,
with a capital F.
with a big capital F, my friend.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Go.
The old English capital F, you know.
Would
Oh,
you
barbs.
rather? Dave, you're going to answer this first.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Would you rather be forced to eat cereal with eggnog, or a sandwich that's only filled with candy canes.
Oh,
Do I get to pick the cereal?
Raisin Bran.
Raisin brand.
Raisin Bran
Like
with
Raisin Bran,
eggnog.
Raisin Bran, or is it like, can we do like the
Raisin Bran with eggnog, or a candy cane sandwich on white bread.
I'll do you one better. Raisin brand with coquito. I'll eat that all day.
Yeah, but it's just eggnog.
What about
Just eggnog? Yeah, I'll
What
do
about-
that.
what
Raisin
about-
brand and eggnog?
what about Raisin Nut Bran?
No,
like the
Raisin Bran.
the Raisin Bran with the raisins covered in
Raisin
nuts?
Bran
Nasty.
and eggnog, or a candy cane sandwich made with candy canes and white bread.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah, definitely the cereal with eggnog, man.
Cereal
Cereal
eggnog,
eggnog, yeah.
man. I was
What makes
Ugh.
you want to do cereal with eggnog?
Because that's just the other one's just way worse.
I love eggnog, so I mean,
Yeah.
I'll have that. I mean, candy canes and white bread.
No,
That is just. I'm sorry, man. That's
you're gonna break a tooth with that.
not even that. It's just how do you? I can't do it. I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to stomach that.
I can just see Dave sucking on some Wonder Bread with a little candy cane tucked in the center.
Oh,
Just enjoying it.
that's fear factor
Oh,
level of
man.
nasty.
You've
you're
never
I'm
eaten
sorry,
until you've
dude.
had a candy
I can
cane
see
sandwich.
I can see friggin' Joe Rogan come out and be like, you have to eat Raisin Bran with eggnog or candy cane sandwich. That would just be nasty. Oh my
Well, they're
god.
both nasty.
That's
Yeah.
no. I mean, no. I
Eggnog
mean,
is-
eggnog is like milk based, so you're able to kind of get around that. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be weird because you're eating Raisin Bran with eggnog, but I mean, it's doable. It's like you're halfway there with the eggnog, anyways. It's gonna be really sweet and really kind of weird, but a candy cane sandwich is oh god no. Ugh. Sorry. And I'm not a big candy cane eater, and I'll have one here and there and stuff, but no.
Well, speaking of candy canes,
Yeah.
would you rather
Oh, here we go.
eat a pound of candy canes
Or,
or a pound of fruitcake?
a pound of fruitcake all day. A
Fruitcake.
pound of fruitcake all day, man. I'm sorry, dude.
Yep.
Fruitcake.
Pound of fruitcake.
Why?
Because it's a
good.
cake.
Yeah.
It's
Quit
cake.
yawning. It's a freaking podcast.
I know.
Ugh.
It's making me young, too, man. Oh,
You're welcome.
tired. Yeah,
It's just,
no.
it's just gonna be easier on the fucking tummy tum. know,
Easier
I
on
don't
the tummy tum.
I don't want to go into a diabetic shock
A
from
pound of candy
Candy
cane.
You're going to go into diabetic shock
Ugh.
if you eat a pound of fruitcake. There's just as much sugar in that.
I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, you're
Whose
eating
fruitcake
one.
have you had? I don't know.
You're eating one whole fruitcake. I mean, you can wash it down with some milk, I suppose, or eggnog, whatever your flavor is going to be.
I'll wash it down with the Raisin Bran and eggnog. You know?
Yeah, I would. I'd eat the Raisin Bran and eggnog while I'm eating. I was going to say carrot cake with
Yeah,
fruit
it
cake.
ain't carrot cake.
No,
Let me
it's
tell you
not.
that.
No, but I'd probably just do the cake. I'd do the cake all day. I couldn't do it. It's madness.
Yep.
None of you like candy canes, huh?
Nope. Not that much.
I don't like it that much. I mean, I'm sorry, man. If you guys out there like candy canes that much, more power to you. I just can't do that. A pound of candy. I'll have my one candy cane, 2 candy canes during the holidays, but I'm sorry.
I'd rather eat a pound of peanut brittle.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, brother. I'd rather be casted in the next Squid Games and do that cookie with the friggin' umbrella and start licking that and eating that than do the pound of candy canes. I'm telling you that. Speaking of which, do you guys know that they just made like another, like, not another show, but they made a game show of the Squid Games? It's on
made
Netflix.
A game show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Me and my wife started watching it, man. It is a trip because I can't say unfortunately, but fortunately they didn't kill anybody, but they have like these exploding packs on their chest. So if they fail, the pack explodes and they got to play dead. It's pretty cool.
Like a
It's
literal
pretty cool.
game show?
I swear to God, it's on Netflix. It's called the Squid Game Challenge. And it's exactly set up like the movie, like the show, Squid Games.
Wow.
It is a trip. Because then you get like, you got to realize too, obviously I'm watching it and yelling into the TV saying, it's a game show. It's not real. And people are like at each other's throats. We had like a bunch of people crying. And it's like, they're taking it really, really serious. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And it's like, and I mean, obviously they're kind of really messing with their sleep schedule because it is like the Squid Games where they have to sleep there. And it's completely set up 100% just like the Squid Games show.
That's crazy.
So like, they have the tests, they have to, clean up, and they're in the same uniforms, and they got to go through all these tests and everything, and it's a trip to watch. But it is also a trip to watch everybody break down one at a time that they're crying and people are backstabbing each other, and they're like, oh, this guy's better than me, so I'm going to vote him off, and oh, yeah, it's interesting.
I think I'd rather watch Below Deck.
Oh, Jesus. Below Deck. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What else we got, Danny? Is that it? Is that the show?
That's basically it. That's the show.
That's the show? What are our final thoughts on this tobacco and our drink pairing here?
Well, the tobacco is fantastic. I think it's a great flake. It's got lots of stuff going on. There's plenty of spice. All the things that you want in a good Virginia blender are all there. I don't think it pairs as well as a cigar.
I'm not on the fence with that because I feel like if we had a fresh glass, we'd get a better opinion of it.
That
Yeah,
may be true.
I agree.
Too watered down for me to put forth an honest opinion.
Yeah. I mean, if we had the drink in the beginning, or if we had the drink fresh with the tobacco, I think it would have went very well. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just when you have that much ice.
We gotta
in
let
there.
them know no ice next time.
I mean, this is the first time that I haven't finished my drink, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually finished it by the end of the cigar, and I have no drink left in the cigar. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I can't drink any more of that. I mean, it's ruining the tobacco. And
well, it's like water now.
yeah, and the initial taste that I had with the cigar, it's ruining
Yeah.
that. It's ruining that image for me. So I can't do any more.
But
Sorry.
would you agree that tobacco's really good?
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, tobacco is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I'm down with the
cigar
tobacco.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It's rare. It's hard to find now. Like I said, we have about a half a dozen of these available to purchase here at Twins.
Yeah, baby.
And totally recommend you come down and pick one up. Or give us a call. We'll send it to you anywhere in the continental United States. Next Monday on the show, we've got Kaz Walters, who will be with us for the Savinelli event.
Yeah, baby.
This Saturday. And we're also going to have Yvonne Ramey, who is the Dunbarton girl.
The Dumbarton girl.
Dunbarton girl. She's one of the
Number 2.
founding members, Steve Saka would say, of Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Is she?
Yep.
That's awesome.
And we're going to be smoking the Meat Lovers
Okay.
beef stick.
Yeah, baby.
Good smoke.
And
Great
one
smoke.
of those two Savinelli tobaccos that we talked about tonight earlier on the show.
Yeah.
Haven't decided which one yet, but it's going to be a good show. Kaz and Yvonne are both awesome. And when we're all on together, we're all good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a great, great time next Monday, 9 o'clock. It's going to be good.
For sure.
Make sure you make the time. Be here with us. We'll see you next Monday, 9 o'clock, right here. Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Stay smoky, my friends.
You've been listening to Not Just Blowing Smoke, the podcast that brings the wealth of knowledge, expertise, and fun of Twins Smoke Shop, New England's premier smoke shop, right to you wherever you are, whenever you want it. You can find us at our website, notjustblowingsmoke.com, and keep in touch with us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram at Not Just Blowing Smoke. Thanks for listening, everybody, and that is Not Just Blowing Smoke.
Rolling with the top